tired of fighting alone. I see the weight you carry unknown. But even in darkness, you're never on your own. I'll walk beside you, I'll carry you home.
Jeff Phelps is a fucking embarrassment. There are people calling the radio show talking about Stefanski, how he makes them want to vomit watching his offense, and Jeff Phelps hang up on him. Another guy called and said that Stefanski should be fired. He's the worst coach we've had. And Jeff Phelps is like, oh, he hung up on him. And then another guy called and said, listen, I want you guys are talking all this stuff about the Cleveland Browns, but you're not saying that Stefanski needs fired. He goes, you guys are just saying that he needs another year, he needs this. And Jeff Phelps is like, all right, that's it, you're done here. You're not calling this show and going to talk about Kevin Stefanski needs fired. Don't listen to the show. He's telling active listeners who will listen to that game on that fucking radio, because that's what they do, not to listen to his show or not to. I mean, this is a guy paid by the Browns telling Browns fans not to call the show and not voice their own opinion. Jeff Phelps, you're a fucking clown. You are an odd-looking clown. That's why you're a clown. But you're an embarrassment. Browns fans are not allowed to call into the show and make fun of Kevin Stefanski, because Jeff Phelps gets sensitive. He's not allowed to, because Jimmy Haslam probably told him, if anyone talks about my boy Kevin, hang up on them. And Jeff Phelps, like a little docile soldier, did exactly as instructed. Jeff Phelps, you're an embarrassment. I wish I could get through to that radio, because I'd love to give you a piece of my mind right now. Stefanski's a fucking disgrace. He deserves stage 4 Lou Gehrig's, whatever the fuck it is. The guy has no clue on how to coach a fucking football team, and you're an embarrassment. I can't stand it. Thank God you're on the radio, because you definitely don't have a face for TV, boy. Fuck you.
But we said all
nerd.
week, you cannot lose to a tanking team. But the Browns said, tanking? We laugh in the face of tanking. Ha 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 ha. The Cleveland Browns somehow today managed the most incredible display of absolute suckage. And I've been watching the Browns for like 30 plus years now. And this has got to be the one that takes the cake. Somehow, at the end of the game, even though it was already out of reach, let's just be honest with it, we're only down a touchdown. But the Browns decide on a third down stop, forcing fourth down, they're just going to commit a holding, give the Jets a first down, and then with just the slightest sliver of hope left, maybe the Browns could get the ball back and put something together. Guess what? We jump off sides. Game freaking over. But this one was over before it really even began. This team is absolutely pathetic. We are the first team, I forget in how long, maybe ever, I don't even know, to give up a punt return for a touchdown, followed up by a kickoff for a touchdown. The special teams, Bubba Ventrone, gone. Kevin Stefanski, gone. Andrew Berry, I don't care, gone. Everybody has got to go. This franchise, this organization has reached rock bottom, and there is no coming back. There's no climbing back to the top anyway with these people in the building. This is a joke. Everybody's got to get out of here. This is year 6 of the Kevin Stefanski tenure, and we are losing to the 1-7 Jets. The 1-7 Jets, who just traded away their 2 best defensive players. Their defense is absolute garbage. Their offense is even worse. Justin Fields had 5 passing yards at halftime, and we lost the game. And we lost the game. This season is over. This regime is over. Dylan Gabriel is over. Dylan Gabriel, as bad as Justin Fields looked on the field, Dylan Gabriel is a terrible quarterback. I don't care about anything else. He cannot play the position. This experiment is over. We need Sheduer Sanders. We need a new coach. We need new everything. I'm done. I am done with what I am seeing in Cleveland.
That was like expansion Browns today as they lose 27-20 to the Browns, to the Jets. I like the penalties at the end of the game, special teams not coming through again. There are just so many things and a litany of errors, and it's not fun to watch this kind of football. And I'm sure Browns fans are looking, 1, for Sheduer Sanders, and 2, to see if anybody gets fired.
Yeah, I just posted on X. I can no longer defend the indefensible. Browns ownership really has no choice. They have to fire everybody. You cannot run this back. It's unacceptable. Okay, so they finally scored 20 points in a game, 2nd time this season, 5th time since the start of last season. Okay, that's 26 games that they've played. You can't run this back, Andy.
Hold on. Oh my God, let's watch that again. Watch this. Dylan Gabriel An NFL quarterback just did. What are we talking about? I swear to you, if Sheduer Sanders doesn't come out in the second half of this football game, yeah, my guy right there, it's time. That was the crazy. That dude's an NFL quarterback. I might just jump ship. I might go all in on Bills Mafia. If Sheduer doesn't play today, it's Bills Mafia. I'm going to jump through a table and just make it official by the end of the day. Oh my God, you got to be. All right, I might jump through a table.
All right, I want you to look at this fucking play. How the out of here?
This is as fair of an opportunity that I can give Dylan Gabriel. I'm giving you 2 weeks against a bad defense, a team that just blew up their team, a team that has 1 win on the season. If it's not today, Dylan will never play a game in his football career that looks like he's good. Right. Might just be fine. He might be a backup quarterback. He'll never look good.
Well, and nobody's expecting him. Like the expectations with Dylan Gabriel was never really franchise quarterback. But like, if you play poorly today against the Jets, you might effectively play your way into being off this roster in its entirety next year. Like, forget being Colt McCoy and a really smart kid that could be around the organization and that could be a backup for 10 years. Like, all that could go out the window. Like, if you can't look serviceable against this Jets team today, I think it's all on the table.
All right. I don't want to do this, but we're going to. So we know how bad the offsides from Cam Thomas was on that 4th and 4. Stefanski was asked what happened. Everybody buckle up. We're going to hear this together. I have a feeling I'm going to lose my mind.
Let's go.
Let's go,
yeah,
Carmen.
Again, it's never about one play. We have to do our job, all of us, in that moment. That's, very
Offense,
disappointing.
defense, special teams.
No, Coach, it is about one play. It's about that play. It's about the holding on defense on Devin Bush. Yes, you're allowed to say it's about one play. What? Kev, stop defending your players. Stop it. It was a boneheaded mistake. Come out and say, yeah, it was a mistake. He wasn't watching the ball. We told everybody, don't jump. The entire stadium knew, don't jump. Kev, you're allowed to rip a guy. You're allowed to. Jake, you just asked me, what is the case for keeping him? That is an example of a reason to not keep him. Show a backbone, Kev. It's not hard to just state the obvious. It really isn't. Just one time.
Just
Jake,
say that was it. All you have to say is, we should be better than that. That's a terrible play in that situation.
In the NFL, some of the all-time greats, and I'm not comparing anybody, but you look at some of their interceptions, their sacks, their things like that. Like, it takes a long time to see enough defenses and enough, plays in this league. And I'm going to continue to fight for whoever's back there. Like, the whole offensive team has to be better for him to make sure that he has his opportunities.
I know you're tired of fighting alone. I see the weight you carry unknown. But even in darkness, you're never on your own. I'll walk beside you, I'll carry you home. Some days break you slow, piece by piece, like the light in your chest finally. Every scar you wear tells a story worth pride of the nights you survived, with the pain locked inside of the mornings you rose when you wanted to quit, of the days you were drowning but refused to submit. You ain't weak cause you feel, you ain't lost cause you've been. Your flame still burning through the coldest wind. And this song's for the hearts that been searching for peace, for the souls holding on when the hurt won't cease. Yeah, you made it through things nobody believed. You carried the weight while still learning to breathe. And now it's your time to believe in you too. You're the reason this light still shines through.